Um, it didn't tell me where I could record it from. Okay, hopefully it's recording me in the right place. All right. So for today's workout, we will need either like either a dumbbell or something that's like, doesn't have to be super heavy, like 8 to 20 pounds, and probably a slider. You'll definitely need some version of a slider, something, whether it's paper plates or towel or frisbees or whatever. And I think for everything else, we could probably make it work with bands, but dumbbells also are super helpful. Cool. So with that, today's workout is a circuit of 6 exercises. Circuit of 6. And basically with that, each round, Alexa, would you be able to mute yourself? I think the sound in the background, it keeps going to yours, and I'm not, for some reason, sure how to stop. Perfect, cool. All right, and what else? Oh, each round is going to get a little easier. So each round will get a little bit easier. Starts pretty darn hard. It's 50 work, 15 rest. Welcome, Matt. Welcome, Adam and Sophia. And then after that, each time we're taking off 5 seconds of work. So then after that, it's 45 work, 15 seconds of rest. And then after that, it's 40 work, 15 rest. And then it ends for the 4th round with 35 work, 15 rest. Okay, so each time we just shave off 5 seconds of work. We're keeping the 15 seconds of rest, so that'll stay constant. So it should be good. Should be a good challenge. Nice. All right, so with that, I'm going to go through and explain all the exercises. For the very first one we have here, I'm doing like a dumbbell chop. So I'm going to get my weight here and show you that. All right. Dumbbell chop. All right. So I kind of just have my weight hanging on to it like by the sides of it. And essentially what this is going to be is you're going to do like, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. So we've sometimes done these things called medicine ball chops, where you're squatting and then just kind of like throwing it up to the side. I probably went too far. Oh, it's like a fine balance of too far. But here. So you're going down into a quick squat, up. So we use this one kind of for our obliques because we're quickly coming up and changing direction. Going up, changing direction. We use our obliques and our core to kind of slow it down and bring it back. So that is the first one. Don't go too heavy with that. Otherwise, you're going to get like just the weight of it then will be bringing it down versus your core stopping it and bringing it back down. That's a thing. Cool. What else? Yeah, that's a lot to say about that one. Keep your core tight. Make sure you're slowing it down, not gravity. Cool. That's the first one. The second one here is slider lunges. Welcome, Colleen. Slider lunges. Let me get my slider. Okay, so slider lateral lunges. For these, you always got to think of it like with the mentality of like, I'm going to dip my one foot into like a puddle or something like that. So you're here, your 1 foot's going over. Oh, can you see me? Colin, could you mute yourself? Could everybody mute yourselves? I'm not able to mute people today for some reason on this computer. There you go. Thank you, guys. All right. So here, basically dipping that toe in the water and coming back up. These are definitely a little bit more challenging. They work the inner part of your thighs a little bit. Your hip adductors, the ones that bring them in. So we don't usually work that muscle, and that's a little bit different for us. they are significantly harder than regular lateral lunges. And so with that, regular lateral lunges will be our regression for this. So if you're not able to do that, or if you don't have like a good slider or something and it won't work, I'm gonna have you just doing regular lateral lunges where you're kind of stepping side to side like that. All right, and that's fine as well. It's getting all of the main hip muscle groups that we're working with the lateral lunge. So that's number 2. And yeah, feel free to write these down. And third one here is tall kneeling overhead press. I'll get one more weight here. Obviously, since this is so much time, you might not need that heavy of a weight to do this. And we're literally just tall on our knees here. So I'll turn this head. I'm just like on my knees and here pressing like this, basically going down to our knees. What it forces us to do, we're not really getting any chance to jump and use momentum to get the weight up. And so it's only shoulders doing all the action here. So if you are doing this 50 seconds, all of a sudden you get to 30 seconds and you're like, frick, I can't get any more. Then I'll have us jump to our feet and then do those push presses to kind of finish it out, where you just get that little bit of help from the legs on it. So starting with those tall kneeling overhead presses, once you run out of reps for those, going to your feet, finishing it out with push presses. You can also do these like with one weight too. It would literally just be trying to knock out as many reps as you can. I'd maybe switch every 5 just to make sure that each side's getting a close to equal amount of reps. Yeah, cool. Then after that, we will be doing slider rockers. All right, so those always a fun, good challenge for the core. So for these, you got your sliders, you get them on your feet. All right, and then you're on your elbows and you're pushing your body back and then sliding it forward. So my body is staying completely straight. The only thing that's really moving on these is my arms are kind of moving like this, and that's kind of forcing my body to move around it since my feet are on sliders. Yeah, and just going as far back as you can without letting your hips drop and your back arch. Yeah, awesome. So that's that one. For that one, I think I had a regression for this one. Just regular planks. If you run out of those, you can't do anymore. Just hold your position and try to hold out the plank for the rest of the time that we have. They will for sure get harder. Cool. All right. And then after that, we have dumbbell or band face pulls. Okay. So dumbbell or band face pulls. I prefer these with a band, but I'm using dumbbells today because I don't really have a good band setup to do, like attach it to a door frame or something like that near me. But for these, you're going to get your weights or your bands, and you're going to be hinged here, and you're pulling them back, trying to basically end in like this W position like this. Trying to keep your hands back as far as you can get them, like almost equal to the elbows. And you're basically squeezing your whole upper back. You feel it in your shoulders, your rotator cuff. You should feel it kind of everywhere. And if you're doing it with a band, I mean, it's generally more upright. Lakeisha, could you mute yourself, please? All right, you're here pulling, and then you're basically ending here with the band ones. Awesome. All right, so with that, after that, final one, forward lunges. We should all know forward lunges. They're pretty simple, but that doesn't mean they're easy. So forward lunges, if you have weights, make it more hard, hang on onto your side or rack them. This is even harder, but it'll just be forward, back. All right. And I'll just have you alternate like this. All right. So pretty simple, but the forward lunge is significantly harder because you have to be explosive enough to bring yourself back to standing. So that's kind of the main challenge with that. So knowing that, the regression then is where we just do a split squat. So if you run out of forward lunges and they become too challenging at any point, that's where you kind of just say, okay, I'm just going to go to split squats straight up and down. And then you'll have to do like the 5 reps on one side, 5 reps on the other, kind of mentality for it. Yeah, so should be good. It should be a good challenge. It's a decent amount of work time. So we'll see how we do on this. All right. So let's get warmed up and then we'll get started. I'm going to have us start by doing kind of that pigeon pose, hip stretch, where we're lying down onto our leg for 30 seconds on each side. All right. So leg across the body. We're just going to come down and hold that. Here we go. Just breathe. Let those hips stretch out. Go. And let's switch sides. Oh, gosh, my glutes are super sore from yesterday's workout. I really need this one. Try to get it stretched till it's a little bit uncomfortable. Just kind of pushing past what's comfortable and getting yourself a little bit more flexible. All right. And good there. All right, and then we're going to come up and we are going to do rotating Spider-Mans. So kind of in that push-up position, you will step and you will rotate and then you will switch. All right, and we'll do 10 of these on each side. There we go. I feel these in my chest too. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, good there. All right. Since when you are done with those, I'm gonna have us come to our feet here and we are going to do some staggered stance, hamstring stretches. So we'll get in our staggered stance, keep our back flat, and we'll just slowly come down in front of our legs, stretching out that front leg hamstring. Trying as hard as we can to keep our back nice and flat. So let's do 5 on each side. Good. And when we are done with those, I'm gonna have us go into our overhead reverse lunges. So arms up overhead and stepping back. And 10 of these on each side. Focus on keeping the core tight. Focus on keeping those arms nice and straight. Push as far back as you can get them to go. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, once you're done with those, I'm gonna have us do squat to hamstring stretches. So as you get just a nice wide stance, squatting down, going as deep as I can, pushing out my legs, and then I'm going into that hamstring stretch. All right, we're just gonna do 10 of these. Going down as deep as you can, and then straighten the legs, stretching the hamstrings out. Here we go, 10 of these. There we go. Awesome. All right, so we'll do our lateral lunges since we're doing some of those today. So let's do 5 on each side of regular lateral lunges. So we'll step over and side to side on these. Trying to keep our back flat on these as well. It's really easy on these to kind of let the back just kind of relax and do whatever it wants to, but really focus on keeping it flat. Always want good posture with that back. There we go. All right. All right, so now after this, I'm gonna have us do some single leg hops. So we'll do single leg hops, front and back. We'll do 10 forward and back on each foot, then 10 side to side on each foot, warming up some of those balance muscles of the calf and some other smaller ones in there. Six, 7, 9, 10. All right, and then we can go into jumping jacks. We'll do 25, and then we'll get going. 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 22, 23, and 25. Good stuff. All right. Okay, guys. All right. So once again, the order is going to be dumbbell chops, which is like that squat coming up and over side to side. Next one is going to be slider lateral lunges. So if you're using the slider, yeah, have it on one side, switch every 5. And just kind of like doing that one where the toe is sliding out. And you can use a weight for those as well, obviously, to make them harder. After that, we have those tall kneeling overhead presses. So nice and tall. and then regressing to standing push press where you're using your legs a little bit. If you run out of tall kneeling overhead presses, you're not able to do anymore. And then after that, slider rockers. So doing that plank position, slide back, sliding through, with the regression from that being just a regular old boring plank. After that, dumbbell or band face pulls where we're hinged and we're pulling the weights basically into that kind of W shape. So you're hinged like right here with the weight, and then forward lunges to end it out. All right. So with that, I am going to get our timer started here. First round, once again, is 50 work, 15 rest. So it's a ton of work. Be the worst that it gets the whole time, and it'll only be easier from there. All right. So I am going to start us in 10. All right. So everybody ready for these dumbbell chops? 3, 2, 1, and go. Whew. Make sure you're getting in that squat at the bottom too. Going nice and fast through these.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Nice. Next one's slider lateral lunges. I'm gonna change my weights a little bit. Whew. All right.
3, 2,
slider lateral lunges. Here we go.
Go.
Whew. Oh yeah. It's 5. Ten seconds left.
3,
I think for that one, if we maybe did
1,
I
rest.
think maybe if we did 18 on each side or something like that, it would average out to being about right.
Three.
All right, next
2,
we have our tall
1,
kneeling
go.
overhead press. Keep it nice and tall, keep your core tight. Try not to hang out too long at the top or at the bottom. If you find yourself hanging out at the top or at the bottom and not pressing through, then probably time to regress to the standing push press. Oh gosh, this burns. Woo. There you go. Good job, Carl. 5,
3,
4.
2, 1, rest.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a lot of time. Woo. All right. Then slider rockers after that. All right, working our core.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
Slider rockers. Okay, that was a lot of time for those. Whew, good stuff. All right, then next, dumbbell or band face pulls. Whew. For regression flow, if your weight's too heavy, you can just do regular, kind of like wide rows. All right. Almost there, guys. 10 more seconds.
Three, two, one. Rest.
There we go. There we go. Ah. All right, forward lunges. Whew.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Ten seconds. Almost there. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Done.
Wow, okay. Holy smokes. Well, only easier from here on out, so if you need to grab a drink, grab a drink. I'm gonna switch to the timer. Next round being 45 work, 15 rest. Gosh, I'm already winded. Okay. Whew. All right. A couple deep breaths. All right. We're starting there in 10. Back to dumbbell chops. All right.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Here we go. And on these, try to use the momentum you're getting from your legs to kind of get it up there so that you can actually use your core to pull it down. You're at 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Gosh. All right, slider, lateral lunges.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
For these, I'm gonna try like 8 on each side to see if that works out with the time. And switch. Oh, I got 7.
Three, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
All right. All right, tall kneeling overhead presses. Whew.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Try to make sure we're coming all the way down if you can. And if this is easy for anybody, you can make these explosive too. The more you explode, the more challenging it's going to be on those muscles, regardless of whatever weight you have. 5 seconds left. A couple more reps in.
2,
One more.
1. Rest.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Slider rockers again. Let's get them.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
Fifteen seconds to go. In 5, 4, 3.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Oh. Okay. Face pulls here. Face pulls or wide rows, depending on whatever weight you have.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Ooh, 20 seconds to go. Whew. 10 more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Wow. All right. Then forward lunges to end round 2.
3,
All right.
2, 1. Go.
Ten more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Done.
Oh, good. All right, grab another drink. Now I will get the third round timer set up here. Wow, this is hard. No one need to blame here but myself. All right, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna get started with round 3. This one's 40 work, 15 rest. Whew. All right. Starting here in 10. All right, with our dumbbell chops. Oh. All right.
3, 2,
Let's get
1. Go.
Ten more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
There we go. All right, slider lunges. Three.
3, 2, 1, go.
And switch sides.
Three, two, one, rest.
Good. Tall kneeling overhead press is coming up next. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Really make sure that back doesn't start to arch on these. It's going to be the temptation for sure. As soon as you feel it doing that, come up to the feet. "15 seconds.
Three, two, one, rest.
Oh. Okay. All right, slider rockers.
3, 2,
Let's get it.
1, go.
Remember not letting those hips sag, making sure your butt's not in the air either. Trying to be nice and straight from our shoulders to our heels. Five, 4,
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay. All right, then our dumbbell face pulls or band face pulls.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ten more seconds.
Three, two, one, rest.
All right, then lunges.
3, 2, 1, go.
Twenty more seconds. Halfway. Remember, if you need to, switch into that split squat as a regression.
Three, two, one,
And rest.
done.
All right. One. The last round. Whew. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm so dead right now. Okay. So final round, 35 work, 15 rest. Whew. Should be relatively fast in compared to these last rounds. Relatively painless, hopefully. So Grab a drink if you need to. And we are gonna start here with our dumbbell chops in 10. All right. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Five, 4,
3, 2, 1,
rest.
rest.
Rest. All right, lateral lunges, left slider.
Three, 2, 1, go.
I see Paige is doing jumping jacks in between these. I don't know what's wrong with you, Paige. You're crazy. I am trying my best not to lay on the floor in between rounds. Whew. And switch.
Three, 2, 1,
There we go.
rest.
All right, now tall kneeling overhead press. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Fifteen seconds to go. I'm gonna see if I can power through the whole time on my knees. We'll see.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Gosh, great work. All right, slider rockers.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Almost there, 10 more seconds.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
All right. All right. Now dumbbell or band face pulls. Woo. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, 20 seconds. Five.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. Then forward lunges. Final exercise of the day. Oh.
3, 2,
All right.
1, go.
Whew. Almost there. 10 more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Done.
There we go. Awesome. All right, guys. Great work. Oh, my goodness. That's it. 4 rounds of that. Wow. That felt like, in terms of my heart rate, that was probably the hardest one I've done with all this so far. So I don't know how it felt for you guys. If y'all want to unmute and talk about it, that was great work for sticking with it the whole time.